fun food fans. It's Karen Ricks, head chef here at our kitchen classroom, and I am back again today with some more storytelling from Japan. A little bit of a continuation from our story time, the book that I was reading with our little Sue just the other day, and a peek at what we've got hanging out in our kitchen right now, and some of the continued inspiration for our cooking as we're transitioning now from the warmth and the brightness of summer into the cooler temperatures and transitioning available produce in fall here in Tirana, Albania. For those of you who don't know me, as I said, my name is Karen Ricks, and I am the head chef of our kitchen classroom, and I am on a mission to teach children of all ages how to really celebrate life now and to love learning. And here at our kitchen classroom, we do that through food and world travel. And having lived with my family in central Japan for 10 years before we began our nomadic escapades, I can't even talk now, traveling all over the world, we learned and shared a lot in the community that we created with our international Montessori school. And one of the most amazing things that I had a chance to not only continue learning myself, but to share with the children and families that came through our school was that of eating local seasonal produce. Now, for those of you who follow anything related to food, even if it's just some fun pictures on Instagram, you'll often see popular trending hashtags like local this and organic that and sustainable whatever. And let me tell you, when I got started on this food journey, I didn't really understand the importance of local food. I didn't understand what the big deal was about organic foods. And I had no idea what sustainability meant. And yet, these are words that are not only transforming my work, but transforming our lives here at our kitchen classroom. And so that's part of what I want to share with you today. Now, part of the reason that I didn't know any of this stuff, that I didn't learn these things when I was growing up, was because I was blessed to grow up in sunny San Diego, California. Now, San Diego was my hometown, and I had no idea until I moved away at age 18 that um, you couldn't get fresh apples and juicy oranges and ripe bananas and big, plump, juicy strawberries 365 days a year. I thought that was just normal. But then, where I grew up, in San Diego, the temperature was constantly warm. Southern California is technically in the desert, but the warm temperatures and the massive amounts of water that are used for produce farming throughout the state of California provide what almost amounts to kind of a false lack of seasonality in produce. And so the fact that I grew up being able to access all sorts of fruits and vegetables that really do have seasons, but also have the ability to be grown year round where I was living, led me to believe that that was just the case everywhere in the world. I grew up thinking, of course, you can get whatever you want to eat, whenever you want to eat it, because it's always available. And it wasn't until the time that we really started to expand our growing procedures in our classroom, in our international Montessori school. And we actually started planting not just a few herbs or some sprouts like we often did in the windowsills in our classroom, but actually going out, borrowing some wonderful farm land, taking up a few rows in a friend's garden who farmed, that the children and I all really began to appreciate what it meant to grow and harvest and cook and enjoy fresh seasonal produce. So, what does that mean exactly? And what does that look like? Well, for starters, it means that Now that summer is winding down, all the wonderful fresh cherries and figs and peaches, that we have enjoyed over the last couple of months, they're not available anymore. Their season is finished. And so those are things that we're not going to continue to enjoy over the next few months. But there are more and more new things that are starting to pop up in the farmers market stalls. And these are the exciting things that are in abundance right now that the farmers are actually picking and pulling from the ground. And this is the way that we start to plan the meals that we're going to prepare, all of the wonderful foods that we're going to get to experience. And this is part of the fun of the exploration that's going on right now. So, for those of you who saw yesterday's video, we had a chance to read a wonderful little bilingual story, Gotta Go. And one of the foods that the family saw as they were driving through town were calabasas. Do you remember seeing the calabasas in the store? In the story? Okay, sorry, it's a little chilly here now. It's getting cold, so I'm all wrapped up here in my one of my favorite scarves. Well, I don't know, maybe last week sometime or the beginning of this week, I stopped by one of my favorite markets, Agrimoma, and I took a picture of this beauty. Did you guys see this on Instagram? This beautiful little squash, this would be called a calabasa. This does fall into the cucurbit family. It would be a cucurbitaceae, and these are what we often know as pumpkins or squash. This beauty looks kind of like a cross between a pear and a star fruit, doesn't it? Check out all those wonderful, cool ridges and the shapes. It was just so much fun. This shape calling out to me, and then can you hear that? I'm not sure what's inside it. I don't even know what it's called yet, but I've expressed so much curiosity about this little nugget, as did you. I just had to grab it so that we could take a look inside. Maybe we'll throw it in the oven and roast it and see what it tastes like. Okay, sitting on the shelf next to it was this little monster. It's also kind of cute, rounded, and kind of pear shaped, but this one doesn't have the same bumps. You can see it's got these beautiful darker orange stripes along the bright yellow, and it's got this funky little bumpy skin. It's such a wonderful texture to kind of play with. Do any of you know the specific names of these squash? We haven't taken the time to look them up yet. We just grabbed them from our friends over at Agrimona. They've got loads of these decorating the shop shelves. But in all honesty, what we're seeing is a lot of places using squash like these as decoration, which we tend to see throughout the fall. Do you see shops decorating with squash in your neck of the woods? I would love to hear about it. We actually drove by this shop. It was um, not too far from here on our way out to dinner time. They had a monster sized pumpkin. It was so huge. And I'm sure nobody's going to actually try to cut it up and eat it, but wouldn't that be amazing? I mean, these squash, it's good to know. There are some that are technically ornamental, but these are edible. And so coming across something funky like this in the market, it just really piques my curiosity. And so every once in a while, we'll grab something like this and we'll give it a traditional treatment, just like we would other cucurbits in the squash family. Like I said, we'll probably cut it open to see what it looks like inside, because sometimes the color inside can be drastically different from the color outside. And then we'll see what happens. The other thing that I just started to see looking around in some of the markets are these numbers. Does anybody recognize these? Now, you'll see that I've got these funky little rings kind of popping up here on the ends. They usually have these dark green leaves that are sprouting from the tops. We know these as leeks. Um, in Japan, these are a little thicker than the naganegi or long onions, but depending on where you are in the world, these are part of the onion family. You can see they've got bulbous like roots down here, and they want to kind of continue to grow. What I did was I chopped off the dark greens on the top, and I threw those in to help flavor the chicken broth that we made just a couple days ago. If you take a peek back in the photos on Instagram, you might see those floating around in the pot with a chicken on the counter next to it. But these are also fantastic in soups. The thing is, it's almost like two separate vegetables. The dark greens, it's not something that really tastes good to eat, but it does provide a lot of that wonderful onion flavor. So we just chopped off the tops to cook those into the stock. These parts, though, we can chop up, even with other cucurbits, maybe like this, and saute them until they get a dark golden brown and add a little color and kind of cook out some of the moisture really deep in the flavor. These make great sautés or soups, but the white and the light green parts, like you see here, these are fantastic for actually eating, not just flavoring stuff. So that's probably what we're going to do with these in the next couple of days. And these are just a couple of things that you've seen maybe hanging out in the little basket on the kitchen counter behind me as we've done some other videos. And the reason I wanted to bring these up, as I said, it wasn't until we actually started growing fruits, growing our own produce with the children and the families at our international school in Matsumoto that we really started to recognize just how much more intense the flavors are when you actually eat seasonal produce. And if you're not growing it yourself, but you're just shopping for it, it's the seasonal stuff that is so much more abundant, and therefore it's usually a lot less expensive when you go to buy it in the markets because that's what the farmers are growing and picking and pulling and ready to sell in abundance because there's just so much of it available. And if it's organic, or even better, if it's sustainable, then it's not going to have been produced with a lot of chemicals or pesticides or other things that, if you really knew the ingredients, you might not want to actually eat them. But in a manner that is congruent with continuing to nourish not just our bodies and trying to produce food, but the soil itself so that it can continue to produce food in the coming seasons. We don't want to just poison the earth in order to try to get more and more to grow. That's certainly not sustainable. And one of the most incredible things that I'm learning in this process of seeking out produce that is local and organic and sustainable is that the manner in which we tend to try to create meals when we're asking that question, what's for dinner? It tends to be kind of backwards, in all honesty. We usually think about, well, what do I want? And then I'll go and find it in the marketplace. And yet, when you flip that model, you actually do it the other way around. You say, I wonder what's available locally right now. I wonder what's in season. I wonder what's abundant right now. And then you go and you talk to the growers. You talk to the people who are connected with the farmers and bringing what they're producing right now into the markets. Then it's amazing how bright, how powerful, how fresh, how vibrant the colors and the textures and the flavors all are. And when you choose from those things and then you decide what you want to make, oh my goodness, the the flavors, the meals that you will produce will be so drastically different and so much more connected with what is happening, where you are, right in that moment. And so that's what I want to encourage you to do, fun food fans. I want you to flip that what's for dinner question on its head. And I want you to start by asking, what's available right now? What's in season? What can I get that was grown here locally? Check out your local farmers market. If you happen to know some growers, talk to the farmers themselves. Find out, what are you pulling out of the ground right now? What are you picking right now that's fresh and that tastes really good? If you get that local, organic, sustainable produce, oh my goodness, I promise you, you will be amazed. Go ahead and leave me notes in the comments. Let me know what's fresh, what's local, what's sustainably being produced right now in your neck of the woods. And then, once you've got that list, you can answer the question, what's for dinner? I will be back again tomorrow with more uh, stories of things that we're learning in our travels, not just in our time in Japan, but how we continue to carry those lessons all over the world. I love sharing this time with you, and I love your feedback even more. Drop me a note in the comments. Let me know what you're thinking, what questions you have, so that we can continue the conversation. And don't forget to pop into our online group, Play with Your Food. You'll see that link in the notes for this video as well, so that we can continue the conversation. You can see exactly what we're making with our calabasas and what other inspiration we got from yesterday's story. I look forward to hearing from you. Take care.